Hi guys, mabuhay and welcome to our YouTube channel, Planting with Ep and Grace. Another day, another plant to learn and discuss. Ito na naman ang inyong hardinerong kapitbahay na nagsasabing, tara, kwentuhan tayo.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi guys, welcome. And this is Ephraim and you're watching Planting with Ep and Grace. Now sometimes when we look around to our surroundings, makikita natin yung iba't ibang mga klase ng halaman. At we try to neglect those things. But when we look closer to those plants, we are able to look into their unique characteristics. And one example of that is this particular plant. This plant is called Syngodium podophyllum, also known as the Syngodium podophyllum goosefoot neptitis, arrowhead plant, arrowhead vine, arrowhead philodendron, goosefoot, African evergreen, or American evergreen. This is a native to Latin America. Okay? So, nagmula pa siya sa Latin America. So, if you're able to see, this white butterfly has a variegated green arrowhead-shaped leaves marked with pale and cream structure. So ito, makikita natin, no? Napakaganda ng kanyang variegations na pumula dun sa kanyang midrib. Okay? And if you're going to notice, itong ating plant na ito, pag siya ay isang young plant pa lamang, hindi pa significant yung kanyang structure. Okay? And as the leaves matured, you might be able to see na para siyang yung kanyang dahon o yung kanyang foliage ay parang butterfly. Okay? So, meron siyang pakpak dyan at meron siyang mga buntot doon na maliliit. O dalawang buntot doon sa part na yon. So, it is known to be a natural climber. Okay? So, magaling siyang climber. Kasi nga, the stem of this particular plant is actually a fleshy type of stem. And meron siyang tinatawag nating mga aerial roots which anchor itself doon sa kanyang plant host, particularly sa mga puno. Kaya nga, if you're going to have this particular plant collected, the best way for you to have this plant ay pwede nyo siyang ilagay sa pots, katulad nito, or you could have it placed with a topiary or isang post para mag-create ng isang topiary, or pwede mo siyang gawing isang hanging plant. Okay? So, this particular plant, although medyo madali siyang alagaan, it requires also some of its, meron siyang mga requirements or care tips na kailangan nating gawin. In terms of light, this particular plant is a semi-shaded type of plant. Ibig sabihin, indirect sunlight ang kailangan niya. Kaya nga sabi natin, it is a natural climber, so yung nagsiserve as kanyang canopy, yun yung kanyang nagiging protection sa direct sunlight. Okay. In terms of the watering, so ang requirement kasi ng plant na to, kailangan niya ng consistent moisture ng ating soil. Again, moisture, hindi clog ng water. Kasi pag nag-clog yung water natin sa ating soil, the tendency of the roots ay mabulok. Pero this plant, moisture lang. So medyo mamasa-masa lamang yung ating soil mix. Now, this is a perfect indoor plant. You know why? Kasi akmang-akma yung kanyang pagtanggap sa humidity. So, this is a perfect indoor plant that works well in pots sa loob ng ating bahay. Okay? So, the humidity, yung tama lang. Okay? Tama lang sa plant na to, sa loob ng ating bahay. Fertilizer, pwede nating lagyan ng fertilizer to ay na monthly basis. So, pwede natin, every month, lagyan natin siya ng fertilizer. Walang issue sa kanya kung anong klase ng fertilizer, whether it is a slow release fertilizer or a water-based or fertilizer dissolved in water. So kahit ano, pwede niyang tanggapin. Okay? Now, the temperature that it prefer is between 16 to 24 degrees Celsius. Pero pwede namang siya mag-exceed sa range na yon. Kaya nga, in a tropical country like the Philippines, kayang-kaya natin siyang alagaan. So pwede siya or pwede siyang mag-adapt sa ganong klase ng temperature requirement. Propagation, as you can see, you could propagate this particular plant by cutting or by dividing the whole plant. Okay? So yung cutting nito, importante lang naman na meron siyang mga nodes kung saan dun lumalabas yung ating mga bagong mga roots. Pwede siyang ibabad sa tubig actually. So para dun siya mag-produce ng roots. Or you could apply it as air layering. So pwede niyo ilagay lamang siya sa na malayo sa soil or walang soil. So that could make this plant survive also. Now, this plant in the wild, pwede siya maging out of control or tinatawag natin mga invasive species pag hindi siya naging maganda yung kanyang condition. So it is best for us to keep this plant on a pot or in a pot para medyo makontrol natin yung kanyang growth. So if you prefer na medyo bushy or medyo makapal yung ating foliage ng ating plant, mas maganda kung kinakat natin yung mga newly shoots dito sa ating mga halaman. Pero kung climbing, ang gusto ninyong klase ng Syngodium, mas maganda kung pabayaan natin yung mga newly shoots na mag-form at mag-extend. Okay? So, soil mix, in this particular soil mix, I think medyo kailangan natin ng part loamy soil. Okay? Now, of course, this plant also have some issues. Sinasabi nila that the soil or that the plant itself has meron siyang sap or yung dagta na it could cause irritation to those people that are quite sensitive. Okay? Yung kanilang mga skin. So, if you are handling this plant and then you know for a fact that your skin is quite sensitive, I would suggest you have to wear some protective gloves in handling this particular plant. Okay? So, despite the fact na may issue regarding with the handling of this plant, I believe na this beauty can be a part at magiging magandang addition sa inyong garden or sa inyong indoor plants. And I think that's all, folks. You're watching Planting with F and Grace, and please watch and subscribe our channel. And you may also visit our FB page, si Maria Gracia at ang Lihim na Hardin. By the way, shout out muna sa aking mga students, Class Harvey, School Year 2020-2021. And thank you. Goodbye.